The number 25 in Hebrew is the word or, O-H-R, and it means light. It represents the first day of creation. We're talking about creation right now. Do you understand? He separated the light from the darkness. This is not the light that you flip on and the switch down. That is not that light. This light is a supernatural light. It is an illuminating light. It is not a natural light. Genesis 1:14. And it says, I'm going to read it from this translation. It says, God said, let there be luminaries in the firmament of the heaven to separate between the day and the night. And they shall serve as signs and for festivals and for days and years. And they shall serve as luminaries in the firmament of the heaven to shine upon the earth. And it was so. And God made the two great luminaries, the greater luminary to dominate the day, and the lesser luminary, which is the moon, to dominate the night, and the stars. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, to dominate by day and by night, and to separate the light and the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. Now, I'm going to read you the commentary from this Torah so that you understand a little more. It says, the greatness of the sun is that it is a source of light, while the moon is small because it can only reflect what it receives from the sun. I was speaking to a rabbi today. Thank God, because he called my husband. And so I started asking him some questions. I said, oh, perfect timing. And so he was talking about the luminaries. And he was talking about God making the moon and how it's actually the moon takes the sun's light to shine on the world. I'm going to just tell you what he says, what he said. And he said, which is the message to God's people. Pull the light on the source. The stars don't do that. And he said, the way we speak to people creates community. And we said 5, 7, 8, 5, right? So if you take the 8 and the 5, it equals 13, which means love. So our job is to use our words to bring that love. 13 is the numerical value of the Hebrew word echad, which means one. God is one. And he's one and only. He's the God who is only. So when you create that love, you create one. We're talking about 5, 7, 8, 5. So 8 represents beyond this world, which is why a Jewish baby boy is circumcised on the 8th day. See, because it is a new beginning. There are some things that God is circumcising in our hearts. And we have to allow him to circumcise it. Don't buck up against it. It's for your good. Because wherever there's no circumcision, even, let's say, in the natural, it's harder for pregnancy if there's no circumcision. So if you think of it on a spiritual level, when you circumcise, you have to understand, circumcision is a mark. It's a symbol of God's mark on you. Allow him to do that, whatever it is. In Joshua, because it was a newer generation, he circumcised them before they crossed over. There are some things we are crossing over, but there's some things in our heart that we have to circumcise. We have to allow him to cut those things away because we're stepping into a whole nother year. When I say there's birthing, it's a birthing. What is God telling you to do? Be all the way in. Don't second guess. Just say yes. Some of you, he's just calling you to return. Come back home to your real self.